diabetes world. Wow, what a change. We got a little smoke, a little clouds. It's gonna be a cooler day than last. Yay. Just a break, just to breathe. Anyway, Nico and I are out. I don't know if you can see him down there. You guys probably can't. But he's with me. And today I want to talk about a big step in how to control. And that is one simple word, and that is organization. And you can sort of say, oh, well, yes, I'm organized. But anything in my diabetes care is organized. And I'm not one of these organizational freaks. But you have to come up with a system that works for you. And I say anything in my care. So, in the mornings, I have to get Nico up and out. So, I get up, I do a blood sugar. I then put it into my phone. And next, I have to check my feet, I shower, get ready. I feed Nico, and then I'm ready to go out in the world. Well, somewhat the world. But I do that kind of religiously. When I get back from our walk, I feed, or not feed, but I take care of his food. Do I need more? Fill up the containers. I take my pills, any sort of medication other than insulin. If I have to do a correction, I'll do that. And then I'll have breakfast. I will only eat or drink something if I'm low in the morning. And I know that because I've done my blood sugar. And then I record things. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, oh, well, my pump does that, or my glucometer does that. You need to do it yourself. You need to write it down, and you need to know what your answer is. Because if you don't, you're not really going to have a good understanding of your diabetes. It's great. You can take it to your doctor. You can take that blueprint to your doctor. He or she can look at it, diagnose from it. But you're really going to have to write it down and take a look and say, well, how much insulin do I really need? Oh, well, you don't need to do that. Your pump does it. Well, you need to know that because your pump has to, it's a machine and it only works on the information given. And if your pump is screwed up for whatever reason, I don't know, wrong button was pressed, or then you need to make sure you have the data in order to do it manually. Trust me, it works. I've done it myself a number of times. Don't just assume, well, this will only work because the machine always works. I always make sure, I calibrate my pump all the time. But also, just a question, what happens if you pump goes down and you have to go back to a needle? How much of the information are you going to be able to move over with? So I keep a binder. One day I'll have to bring out this binder. Now, like I say, it doesn't have to be I got into it really when I was younger, and I would highlight things. I'd put all my medication in red because that's the way it's done in the hospital. And but that was me. So often, people, well, you have to do it this way. This is the only way. And I've seen videos on, well, you've got to lay everything out perfectly. Well, some people aren't like that. Some people have more time in the evening than they do in the morning. And you have to come up with a sensible organization for you. And when I say that, I'm not saying, oh, well, you have to do it this way, and you may want to write everything down in the evening. That works. You have to be organized, but you can do it in your own way as long as it doesn't diminish control. And what I mean by that is where you don't have to, it's not going to hurt your blood sugars. A lot of times people will, oh, well, yes, I'll do this and I'll do this. And they're not doing proper readings because they're rushed. And that's only going to hurt you. So often, oh, well, this works for me. I'm going to do it this way. And you find out it's not the greatest thing. Keep your control. Keep records, written records. Oh, well, I can just press this. I don't care if you type your blood sugars into the computer. I don't care if you write it on a pad, but just so you know and can see, and a place where you can record how much insulin you're giving yourself. It's always important that you do this and you learn. If you don't, things are just going to go downhill quickly. And you will know exactly why you did something. Sorry, just looking at Nico. You could have said, oh, well, yeah, I had a little bit of extra food that day. Well, bully, great, but if you took more insulin, you can record, and you can record why. I used to always have rationale, and with the rationale, I would write pretty well why I did things. So when I go see my doctor, I can say, okay, well, yes, I did that. Because I've been to the doctor in my past, and they sit there and go, I don't know. I don't know why I did that. And you make, not excuses, but you come up with reasons. Oh, well, yes, I did. Because you don't want to look like a total knob. But if you don't, then, if you are organized, you'll know why. And making sure you check your feet, you do a whole bunch of things. Once you they say 30 days. It takes you 30 days to do something repetitively to form a habit. So often we just, I gotta do a blood sugar. I'll just take a minimum dose. Yeah. And it's kind of very lackadaisical control. you really have to be organized, such in my case, where I didn't really do control because I'm brittle. I really don't give insulin. It's not that I don't care in trying to be organized. I still do things. But, I don't have to give insulin all the time, especially if I'm low, or I take very little insulin, and I don't kind of sit there and say, well, if I don't do it, I'll be fine. I'm just so busy at work. There's always a reason why you can't do it. Come up with reasons why you can. It's kind of like the old adage. If you catch people doing something right, well, do that for yourself. Find reasons why you can do something. Every time someone puts in a new system at work or at school, it's always, there's so much reasons why I can't. Instead of trying to come up with reasons why it can work. And if something isn't working in the mornings, or you can change it up. Just be organized. Just be prepared. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.